Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Forgotten City. Forgotten City, and then if we finish this, then probably some Cloudpunk DLC, City of Ghosts, which should be pretty cool. Pretty cool. But first, we gotta conquer this game. We gotta figure this guy out. I'm gonna go through this cave over here. Cave. Is it over here?
Salve.
Salve. Sunday. The entrance to, there's the entrance to the cave over here.
Tantalus cannot catch the drops of water.
Whoa. Alright, so I believe there was a place where we can climb back here. Let's see if we can climb, dude. Before the golden rule is in effect. There it is. What is this? A wooden carving with a symbol of a fish carved into it. It looks like it might be religious in nature. Pluto. Oh, a plaque. Faja. Oh, the Jesus fish. Key to the secret shrine. Cool, man. No, leave that item there. Stone disc. Taking all the wine. Okay, I think it's back this way now.
Galerius?
Horatius?
Wonder how much one of these
Looking a
statues
bit
is
troubled
worth on the
there.
outside.
Decius.
Still no sign of Centaur. And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be
Hello
too
there,
hard
partner.
on yourself.
I
From what I hear,
I'm glad you're here.
nobody saw it
I
coming.
think there might have been
Anyway,
some
I thought you
confusion
stoics
about my
weren't
little
supposed to
practical
worry
joke
about
earlier.
things you can't
You see,
control.
my plan was to give you a
Yeah,
little
well,
fright. You know, like
keep
two
thinking.
friends joking around at the
What if there
Saturnalia,
is
and then
something I can
surprise, I'd open the
What
door.
if she's out
Teach.
there
Opened it.
suffering,
You were gone.
waiting to
What's
be
up?
Sounds like you're torturing
I don't believe you.
Partner,
Leave
I
that for the
swear,
gods.
this is
Try to
just a
relax. Get
misunderstanding.
some
Look,
rest. Tomorrow
why
is
don't you
a new
keep
day.
our bow as compensation?
I suppose you're right.
You mean my bow?
Fine. It's a credit to you that you're able to see the humour in all of this. Now, can I help you with something?
All right.
Very well. Another time.
Okay.
On your best behavior, I trust?
I have nothing to say to you.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
Cavi, what's up, man? Galarius. Anything about Galarius?
I saw you slide down that rope before. Very impressive. And strange,
All
too,
weapons
since
are
that
to be
device you
tossed
use
into
is
the cannon.
exactly the same as
Magistrate's
one I've been
orders.
working on for weeks. Oh, of course. It's because I already gave it to you in a previous time loop, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry to ask, but is there any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor?
Oh my god, what do you need?
Well, I've been trying to get this rare flower from the rock spire in the middle of the lake. It's too steep to climb, so I hung a rope over the lake and made this pulley device, only I couldn't quite summon the nerve to use it. do you think you could use the device again?
Yeah, Cappy, we just
Try to
started.
get that flower for me.
Just started.
Oh, thank you. It would help me a lot. There's no rush, just whenever you get a chance.
Thank you.
All right. See you around.
All right, we're getting the flower now.
Handsome. Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit.
I know who you are.
And I hope there's a light in your eyes.
Don't waste your breath. I know you're a horrible person.
How dare you?
You're a piece of shit.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
We know who you are, you dirtbag. So there's the thing, huh? Ah, I see. So we just have to... we just have to scoot on down here. There's also something over there that we need to get to. Now, does he want me to zip line over this thing and drop onto it? Because that seems a little crazy. What happened? He's alive and well. He's alive and well. Oh, we gotta shoot this thing from up there, maybe. But I'm sure in the next time loop he'll kill himself. So don't worry. He'll be dead soon enough. Get up there, dude. Come on, come on, come on. Just some arrows, huh? A bottle of wine? Take that bottle of wine. Alright, well there is a zip line like right over top of it. I wonder if we gotta just drop on in. Probably, huh? What up, Steve? How you doing, man? Let me get back up there. The last 3 cases of wine. Yeah, there's a lot more wine. We're being led to believe. I didn't even know you could drop off of these things. See if we can drop off of it. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay, so you you really fly. You have like a split second to jump off. You really haul ass. Yeah, okay. Alright, so maybe like a 1-second deal then. We gotta be getting really close to the timeline ending. It's gotta be so close, man. It's pretty late in the day. It's super close. That means there's gonna be a really, really loud yell. Really loud voice. Jesus! Oh, I think my foot touched it. So it's like a half a second. I'm guessing there's like achievements in this game to do everything in like a certain amount of days. Got it. I got your flower, dude.
fortune
Fear is
smile on
proof
you,
of a
brother.
degenerate
Salve again,
mind.
my Sisyphia. Now,
What up? I've got a flower.
brilliant! You did it! Well done! This is going to make her so happy. Equitia, I mean. Now I just have to figure out how to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to
Anally.
her, give her the flower, and confess I've been madly in love with her since the moment we met. But on the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that the consequences could be terrible.
What's the worst that could happen?
You mean aside from her execution?
Well,
You see, Equitia
maybe
is a Vestal
I'll put it in her
priestess,
brownie.
meaning she's taken
Hey!
a vow of chastity, the breaking of which would be an extremely serious
I
affront
don't
to the
need
gods
details.
and a capital offense. Even if she was just suspected
One of the
being
funniest
unchaste,
lines I think
it could
ever
lead to her execution.
in any show ever, I
Unchaste
think.
Vestals get buried alive.
Hey,
Oh, and I'd get flogged to death for good measure. But at the same time, she's just so kind and graceful, and I feel so much love for her that if I don't tell her, it'll burn a hole in my chest. I don't know what to do. What do you think? What would you do?
shit. I think you should tell her how you feel. Consequences be damned. You could admire her discreetly from afar.
Now that I hear you say that out loud, I hear how crazy it is. I think maybe I need to be a bit more cautious.
Right, Colin,
What
what's
I
up, man?
need is a go-between. Someone who can tell her how I feel and find out how she feels without risking her life. What do you say? Do you think you could help me one more time?
One more time.
Wonderful! Now, all I need you to do is give her the flower and tell her it's from a secret admirer. Tell her I'll keep my distance and that I just want her to know that she's loved. Thank you.
That's sweet.
Come back as quick as you can and tell me what she says.
Okay. Can never leave a little bud behind. Oh, Shishu, what's up? Hey. Right here.
A new face. Ave. And
No, I'm not a new face. Someone wanted me to give this to you.
oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite, too. Who do I have to thank for this?
Well, it's none of your goddamn business. I'm supposed to tell you it's from your secret admirer and that they'll keep their distance. They just want you to know you're loved.
I see. So, it's from Galerius, then?
No? You know
Of
already?
course I do. I think everyone in the city knows. That man is a wonderful human being, and my favorite person in the world.
Well, then
But
break
he
him
is
off a
the
piece.
least subtle secret admirer you could imagine. The way he looks at me with those puppy dog eyes. Plus, he's been trying for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He went to so much effort, too.
You mean I did?
Suspending that rope above the lake, inventing that
Yo,
breathing device
Giorgio,
all on
what's
his
happening,
own.
man?
He'd just stand there each morning,
Giorgio.
looking at the flower, trying to summon the courage to seize it. Oh, my heart.
Giorgio, my man. As I'm talking to her. What should I tell him?
Tell that adorable oaf that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn
T-Bone.
36. So if we ever make it out of here, and he doesn't mind waiting a few years, then tell him I love him too.
When you turn 36, it's old-timey times. We'll never make it to 36.
I hope so.
Oh, God. You know way out of here?
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another.
It is downright, it is downright irresponsible to think about having children at that age, okay? What do you think about the golden rule?
I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals.
Ooh,
But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Oh boy, here we go.
Wonderful.
I really don't
It
have
goes
time,
like
but
this. Borsis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Borsis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Borsis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic.
Noish.
Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to
A
her
wine
husband,
wizard.
Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately, the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god.
The scamp.
They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test.
Everything's a test with
but
these
everyone
gods.
else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Borsis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together.
You didn't wish for them not to destroy the
Meanwhile,
town?
Jupiter carries through with his threat
Wow.
and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less
Giorgio.
fortunate than ourselves.
What's up, man? So, it was a test, okay? They passed. They're gonna destroy the whole town. So, you're gonna grant me one wish, but you're gonna destroy the entire town and everybody I've ever known. I wish for a new hat. I want a new hat. Granted. Perhaps it's that the gods might kill you at any moment for failing their test, and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are.
A cynic philosopher might take that view,
Yeah.
but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose.
New hat. What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
No reason. Can I nominate another candidate?
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
Yeah. I'd like to nominate Galerius.
I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus withdraws.
I'm working on
It
it.
was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow.
Etc. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they granted just one of them a wish because the other guy kept like trying to show them YouTube videos as they were trying to have a good time. They're like, "Hey man, you got to check this out. Look at this video. What?" And it was just so annoying that he's like, "All right, you don't get a wish. Just this person does. Leave me alone."
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend.
Yeah, it's
unless
super
they're
annoying.
running, of course.
Can I
well,
vote?
you're not a citizen yet. So,
Too cool, Hez.
No, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome
Sharp
of an
hat.
election. By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
Of course. What's your role?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Right.
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner. If there's a good reason.
I don't have a good reason. Never mind.
As you wish.
Yeah, let's not do that. Not yet.
Certainly.
Not yet. I've been asking people about how they wound up here, trying to find a pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
A lot of people mentioned a river.
Yes. I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we?
I'll brag about
What
it.
else?
I don't have any coins. Well, I do have quite a few coins. Some people mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Some people mentioned memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure
Giorgio.
how I wound up here.
What's up, man?
It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
He's on his third lap. I did, a young woman.
And did
with
you happen
massive
to
cans.
catch her name?
Her name was Karen.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
Oh, God. She was wearing a hoodie.
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see.
Uh-oh.
I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Oh, boy. All right.
But don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a shame. But we are bathing together, aren't we?
It is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Whoops. I think, I think time just ran out. Did it just run out? Because once the guy is elected, then it restarts the timeline, I think. Who are you talking to, by the way? There's nobody out here. Georgius. The election is on. Yeah, okay. Well... we better go get closer to the portal, I guess. Actually, hold on. I kind of want to see what happens here. So we got to meet her in the baths next time. Figure out who is most likely to break the golden rule and inform Sentius. Yeah. I would say... oh, we can do the assassin as well. I would say Decius. Decius is kind of... he's definitely a piece of shit. That guy's a fucking turd. Alright. We got the whole town here?
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus
Sextus?
and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Horatius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Virgil, what the
Orpheus,
fuck?
Sentius.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Ugh.
I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Huzzah.
That's more like it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden.
What?
For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
Uh-oh.
His sentence, to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat.
Here we go. All right, we should probably hoof it. We should probably hoof it now. Shit's about to go down. Everybody guard your earballs. You'll doom us all. Pretty sure this is what triggers it. There we go.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yep. Yep. Run! Bum 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 ba-dum 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 dum dum ba-dum. Sentius. Cue the portal, bro. Sentius is fast. He's quick. Hey there. I need you to take care of some stuff. Do this.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the
Mm-hmm.
Yulia.
Yeah, he's about to throw himself off. You got a bit long list here.
But how did you... All right, of course.
That's
I'll
it.
go.
How much money do I have left? Okay, we got enough to do 2 more days of that. We're gonna have to get some more money. All right, so he's taking care of all of that. Horatius accused Domitius of some involvement in Scintilla's disappearance. Okay. Upper Cistern, still don't know where the hell that is. Persuade. We gotta go persuade Rufius. He's gonna do all those at once, yeah.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone.
You there.
Name's Rufius.
I know who you are, dude. You're a piece of shit. Are you threatening
idea what-
this guy? I know it was you.
Yes, so
I'm gonna ask you to stop threatening him.
why should I?
Golden rule. Okay, seems to me your agitation is bigger threat. Okay, let's do this one.
There's only one.
Okay, so we haven't chose this one. Who was it that said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you?
I am doing that.
Are you?
If I was about to get everyone else killed, I would want someone to stop me.
Okay. Seems like nothing I say is going to change your mind.
Smart.
All right, so we need new things to do that. We need new options. Neo, what's up? Oh, here we go. It's willow bark.
What? Quick, give it here. I'm just going to help her swallow this. I think she's going to be all right. Galerius, you're amazing. How did you know?
I was just doing what the new guy told me.
I don't
That's
understand. How did... Never mind. Thank you so much for acting as quickly as you did. Another moment more and we would have lost her.
Can't stay. Places to be.
Oh, the assassin just died. Hi. Hey, come here.
Feeling all right?
I'm feeling great. I figured out how to treat
You
rheumatism.
made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
She's awful. And the treatment is willow bark.
Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we need to do that for Rufius. There we go. All right.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Great.
That's a shame.
See you later. All right, well, maybe he'll talk to us now.
I have nothing to say.
Ah, okay. So we have to. We gotta wait for. So we should have done that first. All right. So we will do that tomorrow on the next loop. Galerius. It's like all the good things about Majora's Mask without all the shitty things.
I'm so glad you didn't go through with it.
He's busy. I don't think he's busy at all. I feel like he's just standing there.
Wait, why do you look so happy?
We're free. Malleolus just released
Hello?
us and we never have to set foot in that villa.
He's so busy. Look at
Eric's arranged it somehow.
Really?
Galerius! Wake up!
Incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything.
Oh, did you, Shishu? Yeah?
Strength back.
It's pretty good, man.
Properly when you're
It's
ready.
done. This concept in this game, it's done really well.
I will.
All right. Turn around.
Salve again, friend.
Hi there.
How is it possible that you've just arrived here?
Same day over and over
you're a
again.
visit, they
Yep,
tell
yep,
you.
yep, 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 yep.
Sisyphus, he forced Tantal. Oh, anyway. So,
Thanks.
anytime. Now. Oh. Salve again? No.
I delivered a flower to Equisha on your behalf, Shaquisha.
What? How did you know? Oh.
She knew it was from you. She asked me to tell you that once she turns 36, she's allowed to marry and that she loves you.
Venus, that is the best news I've ever heard in my life. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea how happy you've made me.
Resolved.
I wish there was something I could do to thank you properly, but I don't have much to offer you.
You could plant one right
All
here,
I
buddy.
can do is tell you where there's a secret stash of coins you might be interested in.
I'm listening.
In the rock tunnel near the stairs, there's a little doorway set into the rock. Inside, if you look carefully, you can see a chest. Unfortunately, one of those golden huntress
Yeah, I've
statues
already
is-
been there.
If you can figure out how to get past it,
I've already done that.
I've bounced the idea
Valiant,
around
what's up?
once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do
I gotta get it again, though.
But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell.
No.
That's good enough for me.
No. If Malleolus runs, he's gonna break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you... Oh, wait. You've seen it in another time loop, haven't you?
Doy.
Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Dweel.
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad.
I can't believe I haven't questioned this guy.
I don't mind telling it.
I feel like I have. Oh, I've got all the time in the day.
Farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. I sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground,
right,
and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions.
Right, okay.
My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged.
Sure.
These legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted.
Produce.
I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick,
Apples,
and before that
potatoes.
soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done.
Right.
Still burns whenever I think about it.
So a pretty standard old-timey tale. I mean, this is these stories are a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something else.
I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways. Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times.
What was your name
They
before,
always
Jeff?
found me.
You look like a
And I'd
Jeff.
just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome.
You don't say.
Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I
see him
knew,
as a
some
Frank.
stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place, and I started my life over again.
Yeah.
That's what
Glad
I
it worked
thought
out.
too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again.
He could be a
safe
Mike
from
too.
the
I feel like he
grasping
just
hands of the
has
Romans.
such
Or so I thought.
average features.
Until
he could be
Sentius the
anything.
Decurion demanded I hand over all
Such
my
a forgettable
produce.
face.
It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the legion thugs who took everything from me. And I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting. And he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes.
I will not forget it. I feel like you could put a wig on him, do a little comb over, bald spot with a comb over, and a pencil mustache. He could be a Herbert.
Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you.
I knew I liked me too.
Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
The main goal. You know, way out.
As much as I'd love to get out of here, the harvest's always more fruitful in another man's field, isn't it? But Scintilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few weeks back. Could be she found a way out.
Maybe.
If anyone knows for sure, it'll be her sister, Sentia. But she'd never tell the likes of me.
Of course not. What do you think about the golden rule?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about
The
what it
metal
means to be
shavings,
good and just get on with it, you know?
The magnet. What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much,
Me
but
neither.
Malleolus is almost as bad.
He's way worse.
Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
I'll be going.
All right, friend.
I gotta get the hell out of here. Okay. If he drops out, he'll nominate himself. So we need more dirt on Malleolus to do that. Wait. Oh, right. So we gotta go give this to him. Let's go do this really quick. He's right here. What up, dog?
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's not the next day yet. Or should we gotta wait till the next day. This one, these two go together. This is a big one here. He's done Domitius of some involvements. So maybe we can go accuse. I mean, this timeline's already kind of fucked because of that guy. So we can go accuse Domitius really quick. What kind of game is this?
How come you're allowed a
It's a
weapon and
mystery.
I'm
It's a
not?
mystery game.
Malleolus isn't receiving. Listen, I don't.
I think I know what you mean. I think you're hiding something.
You don't know Sturkus.
I do. I do know Sturkus. He's a good man. Wait.
Listen. Whatever.
I guess we can't accuse Domitius of it. Horatius? Alright, I guess we can't do that either. Can't do that one. I need to dig up some dirt. Find evidence. I need more evidence. Linking this guy. The priestess. Wait, what? What is this? Perhaps the priestess might be able to help her. It seems Livia has been behaving strangely after she made an unknown discovery some weeks ago. Yeah, Neil. It's kind of like Majora's Mask. We kind of relive the same day over and over again. It's like a Groundhog Day, Majora's Mask kind of mashup. It's the mashup that we all asked for. But you get to keep all your progress, and you just kind of do the same day over and over again, and you're trying to prevent the doom of this city, because the city is doomed right now. I don't know who the priestess is. Who is this priestess?
On your best behavior, I trust?
I'm on my bestest behavior. Who is this priestess? What about you?
Whatever
that's
you
it.
wear. Oh, I wish.
We talking about Scintilla?
You heard about her disappearance, I take it.
I know who she was seeing.
Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows.
I've spoken to him already. He's beside himself.
Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Just promise me you won't
Dog.
give up on her.
I know. Alright, I promise.
Thank you.
God damn it. Yeah, it's got all the good parts of Majora's Mask without all like the super frustrating bullshit that game has.
Oh, look.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing god who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Fair.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward!
Hey,
What
whoa,
do you
whoa,
have
whoa.
to say? No response. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job.
Your arm is
Either
so
that,
long.
or, like people are saying, It really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
Your arm looks like a baguette. It's definitely real.
Oh, and I suppose I'll just have to take the word of a know-nothing barbarian who just arrived, will I?
Harumph. I'll be going.
I trust you can...
I gotta go talk to Centius really quick.
We're finally alone.
We've had this conversation before.
Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time.
This guy's quick.
To bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed. And you had to start over.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff
is that
to do.
Right? If so, what happened?
There's a lot to do. I couldn't. I broke it. I broke it. I couldn't stop from being broke.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and
there's a lot of ins and outs, a lot of what have yous.
Next time.
So,
now, I assume you'll sort me out again for a reason.
Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in one ever-looping eternity. So, can we all agree on that? Can we talk about who's going to break the golden rule?
Of course. What is it?
I figured out how to stop at least one person from breaking it. What happens now?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain.
No.
When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes.
You read the label.
The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very
one really long
day
day
is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox. You see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break.
Yeah, I know, dude.
And
listen, what if I don't want to change anything? Okay, I just had a steamy olive oil bath in one of the bathhouses with 12 hot guys, and we all reached climax. Okay? I mean, hello? Let's think about what we're doing here.
So, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask? Ask then.
I want questions. I don't have any questions.
Good.
Said maybe some will be available later.
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a decurion?
It's a cavalry officer.
Oh.
I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Great. Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you. So it seemed prudent.
Wouldn't be prudent? How'd you end
My
up here?
men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire.
Right.
Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing.
Senator of pleasure.
Edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
I can't. How did you come to be magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago,
okay.
Uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents.
Right.
Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
So you blew it?
Very well.
You know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd...
Okay. What do you think about the golden rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts.
Shoot.
I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but human failure.
Isn't it always?
The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
And paying for views on Twitch. Also. I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Duilius?
I do.
Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
Where's that? What exactly did he do?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker.
Oh.
I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else?
No.
Thank you.
I do know of a place we could go right now since we have the bow.
If you're snooping around in my possession...
I'm not snooping. I took a wrong turn. I'm sorry. I'm not snooping. I gotta whip this bow out.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Hush now. I'm going in here.
Hey, you're not thinking about going
It
into
is the sister.
are you?
I am. I know about your creature. Don't worry about me.
Whoa, it's your...
Thank you. We're headed in. Not that. I want the bow. There you go. Fuck you. Where does this go? Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, boy. Yep. Okay. There's a large gap there. Where am I at now? Whoa! Oh, cool. We're right here. Oh, he probably knew I was gonna die there. Whoopsie doodle. Ho! Oh, what's going on up here? Oh my lord, is that who I think it is? Oops, don't do that. Careful, careful, careful. bridge done. What up, girl?
You. Who are you? Did he send you?
Nobody sent me.
Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
What's going on here?
I'm Centilla.
Are you punking me right
I
now?
found a way out through the gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Who did this to you?
Sentius.
Oh.
My adoptive father.
Right.
Furies, help me. I'll castrate and crucify
Well, I wouldn't
him.
do that. How hasn't this broken the golden rule?
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either.
That could be true. Where's the way out?
Behind me. There's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key.
What will you do if I release you?
I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together.
Like as boyfriend girlfriends?
There won't be enough time.
Flossie!
Just you and me. What do you say?
Thank you very much, my friend.
Weirdo.
Tier 2, 42 months.
Almost at that 4-year mark. Good work, 7.
Hey, thanks, Flossie.
Bundle of joy, lesson 3.
Appreciate you, brother. It's good to see you, as always. Thanks, man. What if I round everyone up so they're ready to escape once the golden rule is broken?
There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. Quick, you have to let me go. It's now or never. Oh.
All right, well, she's probably going to break the golden rule
Now
here.
Wait, did you hear that?
No.
He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me.
He's right
You
behind me.
distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
Well, you're going to break the golden rule doing that. Sentius.
What did you do with Centilla? Where is she?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're a human garbage.
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you'd just done what you were supposed to, you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb.
The pleb. That NPOB. You remember Al?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything.
What?
You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you're a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw,
Paul Simon?
he relived
Homeless.
this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow.
Oh, wow.
The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 5? Not a lot compared with Al, but I've seized every day, nonetheless. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what?
Uh-oh.
What are you going to do about it?
You're right behind you. He asked me to figure out who was going to break the golden rule, knowing I would fail every time. You knew there was a way out, and even locked up your own daughter to keep it a secret. Why?
Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa.
Got a boom in the shot?
The sun on my face. The music of
boom in the shot?
Chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all. Over and over again. For eternity. Don't you see?
I don't.
I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself?
Red Panda Bear. He asked me to figure out who was going to break the golden rule, knowing I'd fail every time.
There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable.
That's true.
Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met,
she's not even giving
I
him
found
bunny
a way
ears or
to
anything.
cheat death by reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
Let's see you cheat your way out of this.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow?
I probably could, but I'm going to let her have this one.
Scintilla?
Yeah.
Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Surprise! Oh my god, you lit him on fire? Are you a wizard? She was a wizard!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
You fucked up.
Come on, we have to go.
Yeah, do you?
Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
I created a time paradox. Oh, Al, here we go.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Yes. Ziggy doesn't like it. Al Worth? I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I was hoping you'd know who I am.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman
somebody's
named
here.
Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Apparently the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. Okay, that was actually me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago?
Right. I gotta answer the door.
Sure,
Hold
I
on.
understand.
He's got a $500 haircut? Is that what a $500 haircut looks like? When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
Yeah. I still have the suicide note you carved into this tablet right here.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you. I changed the past, end your fate. I'm actually Bill Murray. I helped Scintilla kill the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, that's it. Now you're getting it.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in.
It's the anniversary gift I got Sarah. Look what I wrote. Read that? Huh? Happy anniversary, sweetheart. With each day I fall more and more in love with you. Here's to sharing a bottle of wine together 40 years from now. Isn't that nice? Hold on. Okay. You did poop? Hold on, boy. Hold on. It's the boy. Jackie boy. The child. The child is here. Come here. Sarah's got to do something really quick. Jack. Jack, hold on. I got Sarah a wine decanter. Look at this. Wine decanter. See, you make wine with grapes. That's why there's grapes there. Check it out. What is the weight of the child? But you know what? Flossy, I know, right? Thank you. There's something extra special on this one. Ow, it hurt me. There it is. You can also put mana potions in this, it looks like. Check it out. I got it engraved. I got it engraved with, it's backwards. There it is. That's our anniversary. That's when we got married. Yeah. See? Goes in like that. Look at that. Those are the Powerball numbers, yeah. Isn't that nice, Jack? Jackie boy. Jackie boy. There you go, baby. Happy anniversary. It doesn't cork in. It just fits in it because the decanter is meant to. It holds a bottle of wine. You're meant to consume it like then. So that's just to set it on top, you know. Okay. Jack is chill as hell, man. It lets it breathe. Yeah. That's my boy. Yeah. All right. How about we get out of this place, Al? What do you say?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
Decanter, I barely know her. It's right here in this cistern. Follow me. This way, buddy. So it looks like we got one of the endings. There's multiple endings in this game. Looks like we just got one of them because we didn't complete everything, obviously. Yo, Red Dwarf, thank you very much for 80 months. Lurker extraordinaire. Thank you very much, my friend.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good idea.
You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
I thought you were right behind me, Al. Thank you very much, Red Dwarf, for 80 months. And thanks for the congrats, man. We just keep them nice and fed. We just keep them fat and happy. You're starting to get a little double chin. I think you've driven in that nail, buddy. Look who it is. It's fucking Karen.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
Oh, I found him.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered the ruins of an ancient underground city.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Well.
And did you... Oh, look. Here he comes.
Al.
Al. It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city.
I already filled her in now.
And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was...
Scintilla, I said it first.
How could you...
Scintilla.
What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Cynthia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not
CTD,
be for
what's
nothing.
up?
Scintilla.
I'll take that.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first,
We
you
dance.
two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Are you ready to go? Take me home, Karen. We got ending number 2. That was ending 2. How many might have survived if you'd walked away from Scintilla? What the fuck? That's sweet berry wine. Oh, we get pictures too. There he is. Oh, Nick Pierce and John Iyer look exactly the same. Well, that was fun. I mean, there's 4 endings that you can get. So I guess to get the first ending, you would just kind of rush the main story. You wouldn't do anything except for like pretty much the bare minimum. Trash Boy, what's up, man? Our Niche, what's up? And then the final ending is probably you have to do it in like a certain amount of days, I would assume, because Sentius had mentioned that it was 5 days that it took me. Who were Karen and Al? Karen is the girl that we met at the beginning of the game who charged us to with the mission to go in there and get Al and get him out of there. But Al was already dead because he ran into the same situation with Sentius and Scintilla, but Sentius had killed Al in a previous time loop. But we created a time rift or whatever, and made it to so that Al never actually went in there. I'm pretty sure that I'm guessing the third ending would be saving everybody, making the right decisions, doing all the side missions, the last couple ones that we hadn't finished up. And then the final and best ending is probably doing it in a certain amount of time. He got Al to turn himself into gold. Ancient Roman god is your favorite Roman god. And that he should be. Good game though, for sure. It is a lot. It was a lot of fun. You got Jack in the Box, did you? Well done. Did you get those tacos with like the whole piece of American cheese in there? And the mystery meat? So we're actually gonna start up the DLC for Cloudpunk after this. Is there a Jack in the Box here? I don't know. I don't. There's not a lot of the fast food places that we have here are like it's like KFC, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King, and that's like it, basically, in this area. But there's a lot more fast food joints if you go towards Sydney or Melbourne. Those tiny tacos. I had a roommate that loved those tiny tacos after he got super wasted. Got a lot of regular restaurants. Yeah, there's a lot of small business restaurants here. I heard Taco Bell's in Australia now, but it's not here. There's one Taco Bell in Blacktown. Steve, you can't say Blacktown. What are you talking about? They have Dunkaroos. I'm sure you could probably find some Dunkaroos laying around. Special thanks to Epic Games. I don't know. It's over east. Nothing has come Central or Western Australia yet. We miss out. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really missed it. Like Sarah and I will get like KFC like every once in a great while, like once or twice a year maybe. But when I'm eating the KFC, I kind of wish that it was Popeyes, like that kind of thing, you know. It's like, well, if this was Popeyes, it'd be way better. Okay. Frostpunk is amazing, but we are going to be playing Cloudpunk. Okay,